Good morning, everybody. I couldn't help myself and bought the Bay Earthy Palette. It is absolutely beautiful, and I thought, just for fun, I would swatch all 42 shades. Okay, so I'm just going to use the top of my arm because it's easier for me at this angle. This is the first time I have swatched these, so it's going to be amazing. I'm going to do the top row. The first one is called Fresh. Ooh, it's like a blue-based minty green. The next one is called Ivy. Ooh, it's like a bright, deep forest green. The next one is called Sage. And it's like a mix between this and an olive, but it's metallic. The next one is called Rave. I don't know why. It is a bright, like lime fluorescent green. Beautiful. The next one is called Frost. Oh, the shimmer on that one is just amazing. It's kind of a gray-based olive, but it's really beautiful. Next one is called Cobra. Gorgeous, the teal. It's like a bluish green matte. And then the last one in the top row is called Seahorse. And it's also a mint green, but it's a bit greener than this one over here. Sorry about my nails, by the way. That's just the kind of person I am, that I have messed up nails all the time. All right, I'm going to start with row 2. Obviously, I'm going to run out of arm space, so I'll have to switch. Row 2, the first one is called Wit. Ooh, this is a dark, almost black, shimmery, metallic. There's a little bit of green in the shimmer, but it's probably not going to show on camera very well. Okay, next one in the second row is called Trance. Ooh, that's, I'm going to try to stop making the same noises over and over. This is a very pale spring green, and it's a little more yellow than this one, and this one, and this one. The next is called Shamrock. This should be a wow color, and it is. It's like a bright grass green. Next is called Moss. Oh, beautiful dark green and gold shimmer. Love that. Next one's called Pine. It's just a slightly darker grass green than Shamrock. Next one is called Sketch. And this is just a pale mint green. It's kind of in between these two. It's a little more, I don't know, it's paler and it's more blue-based. Kind of right in the middle. It looks very pale in the pan. And then the last one on the second row is called Pixie. And that's another gorgeous kind of medium green shimmer. It's a little muted. So this is the top row and the second row on the Beauty Bay palette. I'm going to wash my arm and be right back. All right, so let's start with the third row down. The first one is called Fern. This one's kind of sheer. It's a yellowy green. It looks like it would be rather pale. Next one is Leafy. Another yellow green, but much darker. It looks much more pigmented as well. The next one is called Ray. Oh, wow, that's not what I thought this was. It's like a pinky silvery shimmer. It's got kind of green reflections, but I'm not sure. I think that shows up in the camera more than it looks like to me right here. It's very pretty. It would probably make a great topper. The next one is called Acid. And that looks like fluorescent mutagen Ninja Turtle green. Interesting. Next one is called Lime, but it's a shimmer. Wow, that packs a lot of punch. It's a yellow, green, golden shimmer. The next one is called Corduroy. Weird. It's kind of a brownish green. I'm not really a fan of that color, but it does look really pigmented, and I bet it would blend well with the others if you're going for a green to yellow gradient or greenish brown. It might be a better fall color. And then the last one in row 3 is called Apple. A little bit sheer. It's like a bright spring green. Not sure how to describe that, but it looks like it might be a little more sheer. It's kind of a middle green. And then we're starting with row 4. The first one is Seaweed. This is a very deep teal, a little more green than blue, but it's like a forest green that's blue based. Next is called Cava, C-A-V-A. Oh, this is beautiful, just straight up gold shimmer. The bottom of the palette kind of goes darker than the greens and kind of works in some colors that I'm sure they feel would go well together. Next one is called Pickle. I love the name. Not a fan of the color. It's kind of similar to this one, but it's darker. It's kind of a little more brown in it. I could see blending this in somehow for fall though. Next one is called Penny. That one looks more gold than this shimmer, Ray. I'm sorry, this is Cava. It almost makes this one look more silver. But this is called Penny. Next one is Whistle. Kind of a lighter version of these two, so if you liked these brownie greens, this would make a good gradient between the three. Next is Folklore. Very pretty darker shimmer for like a forest green. Hopefully you can see that okay. Trying to get in the center here. All right, and then one more in row 4 is called Eucalyptus. And that is a solid olive green. So that's rows 3 and 4 of the Beauty Bay Earthy Palette. Moving on, we're going to do rows 5 and 6 of the Beauty Bay Palette, Earthy Palette. First one in the 5th row is called Satellite. Oh, beautiful shimmer. It's mostly golden, but it's got like a subtle olive undertone here. Next one is called Brick. You know, remember I said that they kind of go out of the green range to things that would go well with the green. And as it says, it's a brick green. A brick green. It's a brick red. Next one is called Legend. It's a bright copper shimmer, very pretty. The brick one looks a little sheer, but it might be better with a brush or a damp brush. I'm just choosing to do the finger swatches right now. Okay, 4th one in the 5th row is called Hero. That's a straight up brown, but it's got some green undertones. Next one is called Soprano. It's another shimmer. Oh, I don't even know what to call this. It's like a coppery gold combined. It's kind of like a brown shimmer. It looks yellow in the camera, but very pretty, very pigmented. Next one is called Squash. It's a nice, like burnt orange. Would look great with some of the more kind of autumn colors. And then the last one is called Baked in the 5th row. And this is a very orangey brown, mostly brown. A little bit of red in there. Okay, moving on to the 6th row. First one is called Novel. It's a cool toned brown. Next is called Palm. gorgeous. This is a more cool toned copper. I'm bad at explaining metallics. You can judge for yourself. Next one is Snow. It might not show up very well. Yeah, it's a light beige. This one might be good to set your eyeshadow primer if you use that. Next one is called Fizz. It's another metallic that I can't describe. It's a little more pink, pinky copper. All of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of these look very different to me. I hope they look different on camera. You can kind of decide what undertones you see in them. And then the last 3, this is called Quicksand. This is a much more warm-toned beige, or tan I might call it. Next one is called Heat. Wait till you see this. Bam! It is a kind of a cool toned red, but it is a red shimmer, and it is pigmented and bright and gorgeous. And the very last one is called Raw. And another brick red. This one seems a bit more pigmented than the one that's called Brick. It's kind of blends into more of a pinky maroon. But this one pulls a little more cool than this one. All right, and that is every color in the Beauty Bay Earthy Palette. Rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very impressed here. There were only a few that didn't seem very pigmented, but hey, sometimes sheer is good. As you can see, just a little bit of rub took like the iconic bee stamp off of some of these, especially this one, Moss. It kind of did a little bit of kick up just from rubbing the swatches. Otherwise, though, it really didn't. There's almost no kick up here at all. So it'll be interesting to see if there's fallout once I start using this palette. But I thought you might want to see all of these colors. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the cooler colors like green. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe. That was my cat. What you gonna do, kitty? Good boy. And then here... What are you doing? Did you find a tunnel? I love you. Whatever the shade is called before the transition shade in your eye. I don't know. It might also be good to set concealer or something on your on your eyelid, or what? It's one of, it's another neutral color for an eyeshadow look. Obviously, it's an eyeshadow. This is an eyeshadow palette. Although who knows? Use it for what you want.